bird keepers, it's Elite Trainer Lin. I just love birds in real life, so of course bird type Pokemon. Wait, what? It's flying type? The Vermilion gym guy lied to me. But flying type makes more sense, because a lot of the Pokemon are not based on birds. Although, fun fact, 51 out of 101 flying type Pokemon are based on some kind of bird, and only one of them is pure flying type, and it's Tornadus. Let's just fly right into the list. Number 10 is Charizard, and I love the Zard, but it's been so oversaturated. Especially now that it's the only Pokemon you can fly on in Alola, and Pokemon Go started with only Kanto Pokemon, Pokemon Quest only has Kanto Pokemon, Let's Go games only have Kanto Pokemon and some Alolan forms, but mostly Kanto Pokemon. And Charizard is like the queen of Kanto, so it's been pushed in marketing just so much, and it's just been too much of it lately. I love Charizard, but I'm just so burned out on it right now. But I still like it enough to put it on the 10th spot. Number 9 is Xatu. I think the design is great. It looks like it's inspired by Native American design, which is cool AF. And part of the reason I like it a lot is that there's a Xatu in the first Mystery Dungeon games that can see into the future, and it's relevant to the plot, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's super cool and... And I'm pretty sure that's why I like it, because this cool mysterious character made me kind of open my eyes to it. Number 8, Dodrio. At some point in my childhood I went to the Safari Zone in Sapphire and I caught a Dodrio. And I think I must have put it on my team because it could learn the HM Fly and take me across the region, but it ended up being one of the Pokemon that I trained to level 100 when evolved, of course. And I kind of bonded with it, and I really like Dodrio now. And plus, Tree Attack looked so cool because it has like fire and ice and thunder all in one move. Such an overpowered Pokemon, obviously. Number 7 is Beautifly, another Pokemon I trained to level 100 back in Sapphire. And I believe I actually started liking Beautifly because May had one in the anime. I love doing the contests, and May did a contest using a Beautifly and it looked beautiful. And then she'd win a ribbon and it'd be so cool. Like, I need to have one too. And anime would never lie to me. I will totally win if I have a Beautifly. That's what the cartoon is telling me, so that must be true. It's also a really pretty looking Pokemon, just because it's based on a butterfly. And they are pretty. And number 6 is Sigilyph. It's kinda weird, but I think it's super cool. And they were guardians of ancient cities, and it looks like the design was inspired by the Nazca lines. I'm not sure if that's actually how you pronounce it, but those like cool lines, you know, these ones. They're just so fascinating in real life, so I think it's super cool that they made a Pokemon based on it. And it also looks like Sigilyph might possibly have a connection to Unknown. It just really intrigues me because it feels like this Pokemon carries a lot of ancient secrets, and I kinda wanna find out what they are. Number 5, Archeops. And I've mentioned it before, but the way it moves makes it look like it just learned how to fly, which it, evolutionary speaking, did. And I mean like real evolution, because it's based on Archaeopteryx, which is a feathered dinosaur that later evolved into modern birds. I think they captured the whole concept so well that I ended up really loving Archeops. Number 4 is Orichoro. Where do I even start? It has 4 amazing forms. They're also cleverly designed to fit the island they live on, and I really love how they're based on different dances. And many species of real birds do actually have dances to court each other, so it's also a reflection of the real world. And they even have different cries depending on the form. If I had to pick just one, I might just go with a Sensu one, because I really love those blue tones. And number 3 is Rowlet. I picked it as my starter in Moon, and then I picked it again in Ultra Moon, and if I play the games once again, I would still pick Rowlet, because it's super amazingly adorable. And I love real owls, so being given one as a starter was a bit of a dream come true for me. Number 2 is Faithfulhoon. It's the spooky balloon Pokemon. It's round, it's cute, it's a ghost that kidnaps children, unless they're too fat and heavy, which I 100% would have been, so it would have disliked me as a child, which I'm kind of salty about. But I still love it. It's such a simple and perfect design that there's just nothing to complain about. It's also much cuter than Drifblim, so I prefer not to evolve it at all. And now it's time for some special mentions. Legendaries, they're cool, but I don't know, I've never really cared much about the Legendaries, but some of them have really nice designs. And now to number 1, it's Noivern. It's one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. I love the idea of flying around on a big spooky bat dragon. The idea of making its ears look like speakers was really clever and well done. I had a Noivern on my main team in both X and Y and later in Sun and Moon because it's just so awesome. The only improvement I can think of is if its shiny was different, which is a weird thing to say because its shiny is really cool. But I think like a pure white with like blood red details would have looked super awesome. So those are my favorite flying type Pokemon, and it ended up being a mix of all sorts of flying types and not just birds. But this is the part where I beg for likes and comments on the video. So yeah, do those things. Thank you for watching, time to fly away, bye!